Hey guys, me again. I'm going to go ahead and do June 7th devotion a little early and post it. That way you guys have it. I'll be busy tonight, so I won't be able to do it. But at least you'll have it for tomorrow, and you can listen to it now or tomorrow, whenever you want to listen to it. But as you know, I get all my devotions from this book here. It's the Uncommon Life Daily Challenge, written by Tony. Let's get started. Today's word comes from James 3:6. It says, "The tongue is a flame of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself." It's pretty strong words there. In the passage it reads, there's also two other verses from Proverbs 23:7. "As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is." And Matthew 12:34. "Whatever is in your heart determines what you say." And Jesus said that himself. The uncommon key at the bottom, I'm going to read this first so you can kind of get an idea where I'm going. It says, "Put out the fire of angry words before saying them. If someone is angry and screams at you, maintain your cool. Do your best to douse the situation with your silence." Lashing out at someone because they upset you is not a good thing. It's not the right thing, especially if you're a Christian. Christians overall, more people overall know that the power of the tongue has been a very strong tool. You can either use it to be constructive or be destructive. You can either use it to be a friend or an enemy. It all depends on what you say and how you say it. Do I have this down pat? Not necessarily. Not everyone does. I try my very best to make sure that if I'm upset or angry and I have something that I feel like I want to say, I try to think about it before I say it, and I don't regret later on that I said it. We all have moments where we blow up, and the responsibility of being a Christian is to make sure that you minimize or eliminate those times as much as possible. I understand people are going to upset you. I understand people are going to sometimes make fun of you for just being a Christian. Sometimes they're going to make fun of you for what you wear or whatever. It doesn't give you the right to go out there and verbally attack someone. For example, let's talk about like wildfires and stuff like that. The wildfire gets sparked by something very small, and then it spreads very, very, very fast. And there's no way to control it. The only way you can combat it is if you fight it yourself. I mean, if it fights itself, excuse me. If it burns itself out. And sometimes when you say something without thinking about it, it's that little spark that will start a whole forest fire, figuratively speaking. Just be mindful of where you are, what you're doing, what you're going to say. It's very important to be the Christian you're supposed to be. The only way to do that is obviously, like I said before, is read the Word and feed your spirit. The other thing is just acting it out, and that also does include not just acting out, but what you're saying. If you say something that you're not supposed to, people aren't going to look at you the same way. They're not going to look at you in the same light. And what does that say about you? What does that say about God? People are going to try and figure out who God is by looking at you and what you're saying. If you're doing things and saying things you're not supposed to, that's not good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I say things sometimes that I do regret and that I shouldn't say. But I try very, very, very hard to say the right things, and sometimes even be silent when I'm not supposed to say anything at all. And that's the biggest problem most people have, is they don't know when to shut their mouth. So my encouragement for you today is to guard what you say. Let God be your mouthpiece, and tell Him to give you the words if you just have nothing to say that you feel will be good. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you when I get back.